blood type is AB. The man I'm married to is type O. Well, who is he? If he's not the real Clay Alden, then I'm not the real Mrs. Clay Alden.
Carrie, you are really out of line. I mean, where do you get off coming in here and asking me personal questions that have no relevance to what you're looking for?
But, Jim, if you do feel some emotional pull to the priesthood, it's bound to have an effect on this case.
You can ask me questions about what I remember, but as far as what I feel about it, it is none of your business.
It's obvious that you're very conflicted about regaining your memory.
I have told you that is not true.
If it's not true, then why are you reacting like this? Jim, you're not normally an angry man.
Damn it, I don't want to talk about this.
Exactly, because I hit a raw nerve. And that nerve is the priesthood. Your calling, your sacred vocation. It's pulling you back, isn't it, Jim? Admit it.
I'm sorry. I can't read this. I would like to say something in my own words. You see,
Why doesn't she just read what Anne wrote for her?
Sure, make it a lot simpler on herself. Maybe she feels her denial will be more believable if she's not reading a prepared statement.
Lily, be careful.
it's all right. I'm all right. I'm sorry. This is very painful for me. I'm afraid what I'm about to say may upset some people. But I have to speak out. In fact, I should have done it long ago.
Ava. Cheers.
Hello, Cabot.
I have been wanting a moment with you to commend you.
What for?
Oh, for a number of things. For taking over this house and running it in such an exemplary way. For welcoming Rick into the family. Most especially for the happiness you brought my son.
Your son.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. Having been opposed to your marriage to Clay, why... You know, I've always said that it takes a real man to admit a mistake. Now, believe me, Ava, when I say that I'm very glad you're an Alden. You're as much a member of this family as any of us.
Well, thank you.
You all right, dear?
I'm fine.
I was so opposed only because Clay had been so badly hurt before. His unfortunate marriage to Gwyneth. I certainly didn't want him to make a mistake like that again. I guess I should have remembered my own young days when I was so headstrong, refusing to accept advice from anyone. I guess it's in the genes, you know, like father, like son.
Yes, I guess so.
I look at Clay now and I see a man who's very happy with what he has. After all, what more should a man want? Fine position, financial stability, and a most beautiful and charming wife.
Carrie, why do you keep coming back to that when you are so wrong?
I'm simply asking whether you're being completely honest with yourself about what you're feeling.
Believe me, I am.
Okay, fine. But, Jim, will you do something for me?
What?
If you do have feelings you want to explore in greater depth, will you come to me? Let me help? I promise anything that we talk about will be strictly confidential.
Carrie, there is nothing to talk about. The priesthood is behind me, and my memories of it, such as they are just that. Memories.
And you never felt any desire to return to that life, not even a twinge?
You just won't give up, will you? For the last time, I have absolutely no feelings pulling me back to the priesthood. None whatsoever.
I would like to begin by thanking the wonderful people at Alden Enterprises who have stood by me and spoken out on my behalf. Gwyneth Alden, Shana Vocek, and Ann Forbes. These three women were responsible for choosing me as the Amaral model. It was their decision and no one else's. What makes the charges against me even more hurtful and mean-spirited is that they involve two very innocent bystanders. My dear friends, Jack and Stacy Forbes. I would have given anything to have spared you the hurt and the pain that these charges have caused. You've done so much for me. I can't turn back the clock. I have asked myself over and over again what I can do to clear the air and to put a stop to these rumors. And I have decided that there is only one way.
Oh, my God, she's gonna tell.
I am aware that Amaral has put a great deal of money and effort into this campaign, but I sincerely believe that in the long run, you are better off without me. So effective immediately, I am resigning as the Amaral model.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Slater has made her statement.
Do you have any comment, Mrs. Alden?
Did you know she was going to quit?
The company will issue a formal statement at a later date. You will appreciate that this is an unexpected development.
Why did
We're
she
not
quit?
prepared to comment at this time.
She gave up without a fight. She's letting them drive her away. This isn't going to end the talk, you know.
Don't you think she's overreacting a little bit? Almost as though she does have something to hide.
But she doesn't, Dan. Her charges are totally false.
You know Lily Slater that well?
I know Jeff Forbes. I know how devoted he is to his wife.
All right, Dan, let's put a stop to this. I'll take care of it. Sit down.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that Miss Slater is distraught. She is in no condition to make...
hasn't answered the big question.
She never denied the charges.
Does this mean that they're true?
We categorically deny any and all allegations that have been made.
Can we hear that from Miss Slater?
How about it, Lily?
Just a simple yes or no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this press conference is over. You heard Mrs. Alden. You all get a formal statement, and I believe you know where the door is. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Miss Slater. Miss Slater.
Thank you very much.
Hold for a press conference.
Thanks very much.
What a waste.
Lily, I'm sorry.
Lily, did you really have to quit?
Your career was off to such a promising start.
Would have followed me wherever I went, don't you see? They would never stop asking me or Jack questions.
And do you think that they will leave you alone now? You could have at least issued a denial. Where do we go from here? We have an entire ad campaign.
Well, obviously, we're back to the drawing board.
Lily, you owed it to us to hang in there with this thing.
Gwyneth.
Or at the very least, let us know what you were planning to do.
Gwyneth, please. She's been badgering enough for one day.
Can I help? Maybe take her out the back way?
That's an excellent idea. Thank you, Rick.
I'll alert the security people and they can clear a path.
Anne, I don't understand. Isn't anybody going to fight this?
Apparently Lily feels if she drops out of sight.
Well, maybe I should talk to her.
No, we've already made arrangements for her to leave. Rick's taking care of it.
You're a damn fool. I hope you realize your career is over.
It doesn't matter as long
Oh,
as...
I know. As long as you can have Jack. I wish you'd have told me. Maybe I could have talked some sense in... Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, Stacy, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Lily, come on. It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. It's all over, okay?
Wojcik had another flashback? Something about a wedding ceremony? Is Fratellini in it? I know, Carrie, you think it's something significant, but I need something more concrete. Okay? Well, keep at it.
I don't think this is the last we've heard of this. I just hope the employees don't make matters worse by spreading rumors. And I think you should put out an inter-office memo to that effect over your signature. Not bad. Brad?
Dan? Clay? Huh? Hope you don't mind me using your office. I had to make a couple of telephone calls.
Not at all. What's happening? What are you doing here?
Well, I want to talk to you alone, if you don't mind, Clay.
Why the secrecy? I know everything is going on. Not everything, you don't.
You don't have clearance for what we want to discuss, Clay.
I see. So, bug off, in other words.
You got it.
All right.
Wojciech's had a remembrance. Carrie thinks it's significant, but there is no mention of Fratellini.
Well, as she says, it's going to take time.
Yeah, something we don't have a lot of. Our entire Eastern Europe network's at stake here,
Oh,
Dan.
come on, Brad, you don't have to tell me that.
Well, then you know it's at stake here. I'm beginning to think maybe we ought to pull our people out of there before it's too late. Get in there, you American pig!
Mr. Phillips, we are very disappointed with you.
Phillips, don't pretend with us!
Mr. Phillips, we know not only your name, we know everything about you.
Тогда к чему все это бойня?
You don't want to speak English, huh? Okay. Дайте нам нужную информацию, и мы снимаем с вас все обвинения. Я же полагаю, что наше гостеприимство вам будет очень приятно.
Я очень печален.
Не будь наглым!
Хорошо, начнем сначала. Что вам известно о монсеньоре Фраттеллини? А? Мы же разговариваем по-русски. Что, вы не понимаете вопроса? Какую роль Фраттеллини играл в вашей операции?
Фраттеллини? Никогда не слышал этого имени.
Мистер Филлипс, мы так с вами далеко не уедем. You are lying to me. Why are you lying to me?
When?
Because I'm sure Carrie can open him up.
When? When our double agent has exposed all our people in Eastern Europe? And we don't even know if Wojciech knows anything about Fratellini. If Carrie doesn't have something within 48 hours, I just may sound the recall.
We had given her a prepared statement to read. Anne had urged her not to deviate from it. But what does she do? She simply sets it aside and announces that she is giving up her position as the Amaral model. Can you imagine it, Jim? And talk about burning bridges and throwing away a fascinating career? Of course, she said that she was doing it because she wanted to stop all this nasty talk, but it's not going to happen. It's going to make things even worse because now people are going to believe that she and Jack really did have an... Good heavens. What was that all about?
It's just to let you know how much I love you.
I love you too, Jim. Oh, you took my breath away.
Still have that effect, huh?
Oh, yes, always.
But Shana, do you know... do you realize how completely that there is nothing in my life to compare with the feelings that I have for you?
I feel the same way, sweetheart. Oh, I like this.
want? Obviously, all of this. But why did you pick on me?
Well, now that's devotion. A man comes home, finds his wife gazing at his picture. Hey, get the real thing right here. What do you need this for? Hi, sweetheart. You will not believe what happened today at work.
Oh, with Lily's press conference.
Yes, indeed. It was Lily's press conference. She took complete control. Rejected the prepared statement we had made out for her. And she quit her job.
She gave up the Amarel modeling job?
Mm-hmm. You know, if she really did have an affair with Jack, she obviously doesn't have what it takes to cover her tracks. It takes a special kind of nerve to do that. I don't think she has it.
Maybe she figures there's some things people can't hide. But you can only pretend so long, you know?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go up and use your Christmas present. I'm going to take a shower and soak in a hot tub. How about joining me?
No, thank you, sweetheart. I don't think so. Not tonight.
What's the matter, sweetheart?
I don't know. I'm just a little tired.
Are you sure that's all it is?
Yes, of course. What else could be wrong?
I don't know. You tell me.
Darling, I'm fine, really. Now, you go on. Get started, and I'll hold dinner for you, okay?
Oh, I don't think that's going to be necessary. Cocktails at 6, right?
Yes, I'll check the canopies. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Tony Danza here. Has life got you down? In the mood for something fresh? Then check out Who's the Boss tomorrow. You won't be disappointed.
This is Joan London. Who will be the early front-runners in the presidential race? Tomorrow on Good Morning America, the results of the Iowa caucus, plus a visit with Michael Caine and Billy D. Williams tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Erica faces the men from her past. Stay tuned for All My Children next.